Hello, welcome to what? Mind Your Business. I am Amma Duncan, founder of the Fabulous Woman Network. I host a weekly show called Mind Your Business, where I get to share, sometimes from other people, their own lessons and my own lessons sometimes as well, just to help us all on this journey, but most importantly, so that we can create wealth and impact people. Because you know what? I just love to see people grow. I love to grow and I love to see others grow. So anything that I feel I can do to support is it coaching, mentoring, training, or anything involving talking, because I love to talk. I will bring it to you. So today on Mind Your Business, I have this wonderful, fabulous woman that I am interviewing, and I will introduce her shortly. Before I do that, though, if you're a woman listening to me, do you know that we have a Telegram info channel that you can subscribe to so you can get information about everything that is happening within the Fabulous Woman Network? Well, with this Telegram info channel, all you have to do is subscribe, and then I will buzz you with all that you need. Recently, someone sent me a message and said, I've missed your blogs. You've not been sending it to me. I was like, oh, thanks for the encouragement. So yeah, if you don't want to miss out on our blogs or anything that we're doing, like our conferences, events, and all that, do sign up. I'm providing a link to that in our caption. Now, let's talk about the fabulous woman we are interviewing today. I say we because, you're right here in this room with me as I interview her. Her name is Sena Yeboah. Growing up, Sena Yeboah has always been passionate about making a difference in the lives of women and young girls. This passion led her to start TNYOU, the new you. So it's TNYOU Fitness, a movement to inspire women to live healthier, happier, and more fulfilled lives. Sena is a certified fitness coach and weight management specialist. Prior to working on TNYOU Full-time, Sena worked as a relationship manager for Zenith Bank. Her desire to impact the lives of women led her to quit her 10 years banking career. Her organization has inspired over 3,000 women to live healthier lives since the movement started in the year 2015. By building this wellness community, she received international recognition from the U.S. Consulate Ghana in the year 2019. In recognition of the strides achieved, the White House published a workout video from TNYOU on their website in 2020 and referred to TNYOU as the go-to place for health and wellness in Ghana. The U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Educational and Cultural Affairs at the time, Marie Royce, also tweeted about TNYOU on her official Twitter handle and Facebook. Her vision, just like TNYOU's, is to see a world where women are healthier, happier, and more fulfilled in their lives. Sena Yeboah has been featured on several TV and radio programs and has addressed different corporate groups as well as the undermentioned. So TV3 Ghana, GTV, Sunny FM, Fidelity Bank, Access Bank, and many, many, many more. She's also the brainchild behind HEALTHTASTIC, which is a health workshop organized to empower women to take charge of their health and wellness with a positive residual impact on their entire household through the knowledge they acquire. Sena has been married for 9 years to the amazing and supportive Mr. Kofi Yeboah and has been blessed with 3 amazing children, Elsa, Jason, and Sonia Yeboah. In addition to heading TNYOU Fitness and its affiliates, Sena Yeboah works as a recruitment ambassador for the African Women Entrepreneurship Cooperative, AWEC. And by the way, I was also with AWEC and it's been of value. So if you're listening to this and you're a woman and you're in business, you may want to find out more about AWEC and the next recruitment. So, ladies, are you ready? This is going to be so good.
Thank you so much, fabulous Amar. I mean, I must say that I've been one of your biggest fans. I've been so blessed with a lot of the virtual events that you've organized. And I must let you know that this book, The Atomic Habits by James Clear, I read that book because of you. Oh. And it's blessed my life so much. So thank you for being such an inspiration.
Oh, now you've given me my goosebumps. When my guests do this to me and then they say, I'm in goosebumps, you see what you just did. Thank you so much for sharing that. It helps sometimes to know that, okay, all this noise we are making is not in vacuum, so thank you so much for sharing. And I'm really happy to interview an AWEC sister as well, the fact that you were on AWEC. So just for the sake of anyone watching or listening now, AWEC is African Women Entrepreneurship Cooperative, and Sena and I are both, we finished the program. It's fantastic. Please totally check it out. Anyway, now back to Sena. I've seen and read about the amazing work you're doing, and what hits me the first time I read your bio was, what is behind the passion that you have to help women and girls? Like, there has to be some sort of trigger, or I'm assuming there's a story that triggered it. Please start by sharing that story with us.
Okay, all right. So I think this would be the first time I'll be sharing that story publicly. So I come from a family of 5. And growing up, we're practically raised by my mom. My dad could afford, but he made a decision not to pay for our fees, etc. So I remember when I got admission to go to university, I was the first to get admission to go to university. Everyone was excited, but hey, how do we pay my school fees? It became a headache for my mom, and there was no help anywhere, So here I was with a dream of becoming the first university graduate in the family, and there was no way of raising the funds. When I tell my close friends a bit of the story, they always go like, no, Sena, this is so hard to believe. You mean you actually got to a point where your parents struggled to raise your fees? And I say, yes, absolutely, yes. So I remember it was about a week more. Usually when you get the admission, they give you a window for you to make payment. And if you don't, so you miss out. So it was like a week to wait and still no way of getting the money to pay the fees. Few days, still nothing. And at a point, I just started crying myself to sleep. I said, God, what is this? I've been studious all my life because I really want to make a difference in my family. I want to be the first to go to university and have all these great stuff done and change my family's life and everything. And I can't even get my school fees to be paid, So it was like a day to the closing date. And I was like, God, if you give me the opportunity to go to university, I promise you that when I grow up, I'm going to inspire as many people as possible. I'm going to support as many women as possible, give them hope so that they can also achieve all their dreams. And my mom is a petty trader. She has a shop in the north, Bolgatanga. So usually she goes to Makola to buy a few stuff and then goes to the north to sell them and all that. So she came back from Makola one day. She's like, I have great news. There's this mother, usually when I go to Makola to buy stuff and I'm so tired, I go to sit in his shop to just relax a bit before I continue the hustle. And I told him about your story and he's giving me the money to pay your fees. I was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Finally, I can actually go to university. I was overjoyed. Totally overjoyed. And when I got into the university, I just became so studious. Seriously. At a point, I actually was nominated for the best female math student back in university because, hey, look, I knew where I was coming from, So when my friends were chilling, I was always in the library. My husband met me in the library. So that tells you how serious I was growing up. Oh my gosh. So that's how it all started. And I'm happy to tell you that this year, TNU has been able to support 5 young girls to the university. We pay their school fees for them, pay their accommodation. We're giving them daily stipends every single day throughout their 4 years, And I look back and I'm like, well, thank you. Thank you for making this dream a reality. And thank you for putting me in the position to be able to inspire other women. So this has been the genesis of the story. And I mean, as for the depth of my passion for women, I have no idea how it's going to end because, hey, I wake up every day and I'm like, God, how else can I give someone hope? What can I do today to let someone say, hey, Sena, because of you, I'm not going to give up. You know, so that's the genesis of the passion. Yeah.
If anyone is listening and you know I'm a Duncan, please say the term that is happening to me right now. Goosebumps all over me. Such a beautiful story. I knew there was a reason I was eager to hear this. Wow.
Yeah.
Such an amazing story. And I'm thinking, if you hadn't gone through that experience, would you have appreciated it the way you do now in the deep passion with which you just want to support? You know, so, I mean, that lesson from just that one story is, you know what, whatever God is putting you through, He is the one, He sees you and He knows He needs you to go through it for a reason, for a bigger picture.
Absolutely.
For something way bigger than yourself. That's just amazing. I mean, your company is fairly young and already 5 students in the university. I don't know to imagine how much the school fees is and blah, 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 the accommodation.
Yes.
I mean, when you become the Bill Gates or the Oprah.
Prophesy into us.
Only God knows where you are going. And I'm so happy to hear your beautiful story. Thank you for that inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that I've gotten over it, I mean, the goosebumps is still coming, but I think I'm in a position to continue interviewing. So you were a full-time banker. I mean, everybody knows that, hey, bankers, well, actually, I'm married to one. we assume that they are rich, but the truth is they really aren't. But then for a lot of young people, young girls and boys to go to finish university and get into a bank is a big deal and everybody respects you and you drive a nice car and blah, blah, blah. But you, milady, you quit. You quit what, after 10 or so years?
Yes.
What triggered that? What made you say, I am quitting? And then how was the whole experience like for you?
Okay, so it was one of the most difficult decisions I had to make, you know, because I had an amazing boss that I was working with. My colleague was so awesome. I was a relationship manager and I loved my customers. Oh my goodness. So, but I got to a point where I felt like I had outgrown the space. You know, I wake up every day and I felt there was more. You know, I asked myself, hold on, I think there's more to my life. I think I can do more with my life. I mean, I often ask myself severally, I said, hold on, am I just born on this earth to just be married to my amazing husband? And I must quickly add that I've been blessed with one of the incredible men God created. Yes. You know, am I just born to be his wife, raise my 3 awesome girls? I mean, 3 awesome children, and I mean, pay some of the bills at home and then just die?
What a deep question. Oh my gosh. And then just die? Like, is that it?
That's it. You know, I just started having all these uneasiness. And I was like, God, is that you? Is that you saying that it's time for me to get out of my comfort zone? Because the bank had become my comfort zone. I mean, like, it was like business as usual, you know, but I felt deep down there was more. I felt I could do more with my life. And I wasn't too sure whether it was just my mind, whether I was just reading too many books, or it was just God really, really saying, Sena, it's time to get out of this ship, you know. So I decided to pray about it. And I was thinking God would just give me this clear picture. Sena, it's time, get out of the bank. Nothing. I prayed and I fasted, nothing. And I've been blessed with a lot of men of God who are my friends. So I spoke to quite a number of them. And a few of them would say, oh, Sena, I think you have the potential of really taking TNU to another level. I think you can quit. And then some would say, Sena, I think it's not your time. You know, just take your time. And I spoke to my husband. He said, oh, I think you're managing well. Like, I mean, you currently have people working for TNU. So just manage both. And I was like, okay, now I'm really confused. So what should I do? You know, and there was a time I went to this prayer service and the prophet called me and said, hey, young lady, I can sense in the spirit that you said you want to quit. You want to quit. Why? Why do you want to quit? Don't quit. That's what the man of God said. Don't quit. I was like, hey, God, he said, am I confused? But then I was still having that uneasiness. It's like before you have a child, like, the most of the mothers who go through labor, like, something is about to be birth. There's like that uneasiness, but I was still not having that peace, So I decided to just pray more about it because I said, hey, now confusion, because my mentor would say, don't. Another mentor would say, oh, you should actually do it. So I said, okay, now it looks like I have to make that decision myself. But I just wish God would just say, Sena, do it. So that when things don't go well, you say, God, it's your fault too. You asked me to do it, But it was still not working. So I decided to put God to a test. I said, God, if it is you, this discomfort that feels like I'm about to birth something, if it is you that is just bringing that discomfort in my spirit, give me this exposure, like let a lot of people get to know about TNU, And before I could say Jack, I received an email from the White House. They said to me that, Sena, we've heard about the great work you're doing in Ghana, and we have this virtual meeting. It's about 7 hours, and we want a workout that we can use to stretch because it's a 7-hour-long meeting. So send us a workout video. And I was like, is this a scam? Like, is this real? I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. So I did a video. I sent it to them and they were so impressed. The quality, the content. And they were like, hey, Sena, look, the Assistant Secretary of State is so excited about the content, about what you're doing. And she's reading all about you on her social media handles. And I was like, oh my goodness, God, is this you? So this was in April. And I was like, okay, all right. This is getting exciting. Maybe God really wants me to leave. But that's fear. That fear where you feel like, hey, so what if I leave and things don't go well? And the business doesn't do well and you become poor. And I've tasted poverty, man. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be dependent on people, So even though God gave me that exposure, a lot of people signed up because of, that exposure from the US Embassy and all that. I was still afraid. So I said, God, if it is you, help TNU to get X amount of revenue. So I gave God the time. And guess what? We got that revenue. But I was still afraid. Yes. That's how come a lot of people get stuck. Like the signs are there, but you're still holding on to, like that thing that just gives you the comfort, like your friends, a company and all that. And I said, okay, God, if it is you, let my husband approve. Because in the beginning, my husband didn't think that I should do TNU full-time. So let him approve and say, hey, Sena, I think you should do this. So I came back from work one day. He said, hey, Sena, I have a surprise for you. I said, hey, what is it? And he said, okay, it's on a laptop. In my head, I said, I thought you would say it's in the car park where some car or something on the laptop. And the on the laptop. So I went on the laptop and it was a resignation letter. He wrote the letter for me.
Wait,
and I was like,
stop. Which God are you serving?
I'm telling you, God, the God of the Fabulous Women Network, the God of TNU.
Oh my God.
Okay, it looks like, God, you really want me to do this. But I said, okay, God, forgive me. Forgive my unbelief. Forgive me. This last one, just this last one, I promise you. So I said, God, if it is you want me to resign. Final. Because proud to this final one, I had spoken to the MD that, hey, you know what, I actually want to leave. And he was like, oh, Sena, you don't have to leave. Running fitness with the bank, there's no conflict of interest. So you can actually manage both and make more money. Who doesn't want that? Yeah. The bank is great because I was working for one of the best banks in Ghana anyway. So the money was good. It's helpful, but I was afraid. So I said, okay, God, final one. I'm going on leave. My leave starts tomorrow, but let my boss call me and tell me that you're supposed to be on leave, but I want you to come to work tomorrow. I said that prayer in the morning, and before the day ended, my boss called. And when he called, he was sounding also apologetic. Oh, Sena, I'm so sorry. I know you're on leave, but I want you to come to work tomorrow. Come and see me jumping. Jumping. I said, okay, God, that's it. It's time. It means God wants me to, leave and then do this full time. So when I went back to work the next day, I went to my resignation letter. And honestly, I have never looked back. It's been 1.5 years since I resigned, and I can tell you for a fact that the growth of TNU since that time is like over 500%. And the impact every single day, not a day goes by without someone messaging, calling me. Just a few minutes ago, when I checked my WhatsApp, someone sent me a message to say to me, Sena, I want to say thank you because now I'm able to cross my legs. My tummy was so protruding. I couldn't cross my leg when I sit. I want to say thank you. And I mean, the wife of one of the great leaders in the country, she called me and said to me, Sena, I'm just calling to say thank you because I used to be addicted to milk powder. The whole thing, I could sit down and finish it in 1 day. Maximum 2 days. Every day. That was what I used to do. And I used to struggle to walk because of the weight on my knees. And now I can do it. I've gone months without taking the milk powder since I joined TNU. These are the testimonials that makes me feel like, God, thank you. Thank you for literally pushing me, for confirming everything, for me to do this full time because, I mean, TNU has never been the same again. And the lives of the women that TNU has been able to transform and the lives of their family as well. Because the transformation is not just on the women only. And that's the beauty of TNU. You know, a lot of people say, why is TNU concentrating on women only? And it's because when a woman is transformed, the partner is transformed, the children are transformed, and the whole society is transformed. Yeah.
What a powerful story. Jesus. Let me just soak this in. Give me a second. Gosh. And, you know, as you were talking about how God was, you know, confirming, it reminded me of this scripture about the prodigal son, but a very lovely lady preached about the prodigal father. Like, God is such a show off. When he wants to show off his he will call the White House and say, reach out to my girl. You know, that is how amazing God is.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I think today God just asked you to come and minister to me. This interview, honestly, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. It's like he always comes through. And then as you kept saying, okay, God, give me this testimony. And that's, I'm thinking of the Israelites. Hey, it's like all that God did. They will say, hey. But that's only you human. Yeah. And the impact bit that you shared, as you were just talking about the impact, I could so resonate. I also used to have issues about, for me, I don't know, I think it goes beyond health. It's only recently that I realized that actually it is not about my weight or whatever, but it's really about my health, being healthy. Exactly. And the liberation you feel when you can finally do something that you couldn't do.
Yes.
That alone, you know, someone is probably in her room praying for you and blessing you and just, you have no idea. Some people may never reach out, but people like you, what you're doing, because if the human is whole and can do stuff, then nothing stops us, right?
Absolutely.
So bless.
Yeah.
So for a woman, Sena, for a woman who is listening right now, and is probably doing something that they are not necessarily passionate about, or they don't feel that, you know, like you said in the beginning, so I should just be a wife, mother, and then die. A woman who is in that state and is questioning and knows or has perhaps seen that there's a sign that there's something else she should be doing, but she's afraid, she's living in her comfort zone now, she has the big car, the big house and everything. Hey, so I should leave and go and eat what? Or maybe it's not even to leave, but just to add something, and they are concerned. No. Based on your experience, what advice do you have for such a woman?
Okay, so I mean, for a lot of people, they are waiting till they get like the perfect business idea before they venture out. You know, and this is the part that I haven't shared with a lot of people. Like I did a lot of things. I used to sell shoes and clothes. And of course, it didn't go well because I was always ordering them in my sizes. So when people aren't buying, I'll just wear them myself after all. What? So obviously, it didn't go too well. I did banku and tilapia, and then the person that I entrusted it with, the person ended up selling, bringing her tilapia to sell. So we realized that the banku was always getting finished, but the tilapia wasn't going. So we said, why? How come the tilapia, the bangu is going, but the tilapia is not? People are not buying the tilapia. Little did we get to know, she was buying her own tilapia and then selling it, with our bangus. We're just so frustrated. I was actually doing that with my husband. And then we pulled the plugs on that one. We've done transportation. We didn't go too well. We've done all sort of things, So I missed all that. Before I started TNU fully, I used to sell waist trainers. The cost of living in Ghana, let's face it, is high. If you want to be comfortable, relying on just one source of income, it doesn't cut it. If you want that comfort where you can actually give, the family, like the luxury, give yourself the luxury that you want, it doesn't come easy, So it's okay to hustle. It's okay to try, so many things. It's like searching for gold. Like we find gold and all those precious minerals. I miss the clutter, I miss the dust, I miss the dirt and all that. So it's okay to hustle and trying to find your feet. Oh, is this the right thing for me? I miss all that. You need to be praying. Because you see, when I started selling the waist trainers, I was selling it because I felt, okay, I needed to make extra income. And I thought a lot of people like waist trainers. But at the point I had to stop because I felt, okay, I think I'm deceiving people because waist trainers, it doesn't really give you that flat tummy. It gives you the flat tummy for the period with which you wear it. There's something with a waist trainer of, oh yeah, then your tummy will out. But I missed that. I started reading about, okay, so how can people actually get flat tummy, without relying on waist trainers and all the communities and pills and portions and oils and surgeries and everything. That's how I got the clarity on TNU. So my advice to any young woman, because I speak to a lot of them who say, oh, Tracy, I want to start something, but I don't know what to start. Look for any opportunity around you. Okay. As you're doing it, be praying to God for confirmation, for clarity, for support. Because I miss all that. It will just hit you one day. You have a eureka moment. You say, oh my goodness, this is it. But you see, first of all, you need to open that door. It's like the door, that key, it opens a door to limitless possibilities. But if you don't open that door, you may never know what's behind. If you're waiting till you have the perfect thing before you start, girl, you're missing out. So please, whatever it is, just start. Whatever idea that you have, just start and pray for clarity, pray for confirmation. Because once you start, whatever you start might not be what you end with. Because imagine all the other businesses that I've tried, and now I've reached a point where I say confidently that this is my calling. My calling on earth to inspire as many young people as possible not to die prematurely from preventable diseases, So amidst all the hustling and everything, you will find it. And if you're at a place where you are, you've outgrown your comfort zone. Look, nothing ever grows in that comfort zone. If you want to birth something, you need to get out. Like there was this scripture. I remember one of the days when I was driving to work, I was thinking about it. I said, hold on. Peter was the only one who walked on water. Why? They were all on the boat, comfortable. Peter saw Jesus and said, I want to come. Let me meet you if it's you. He got out of the boat. He only walked on water because he got out of the boat. Because I thought, Sena, if you want to walk on water, if you want to do the seemingly impossible thing, you need to get out of that comfort zone. If you don't, you're not going to walk on water. And I don't know what that water means for anyone, but water, what it meant for me was making that impact. Being in a position to be able to take many women to school, to be able to cause women to say, hey, because of you, the doctor has taken me off my blood pressure medication. Because of you, the doctor has taken me off my diabetes medication. Because of you, because of TNU, now I've been married for 12 years and I'm pregnant. Aww. For the past 12 years, I struggled to have a child. But because of TNU, I am pregnant. So that was walking on water for me, And if you're listening, please, you need to get out of that comfort zone. Pray to God for clarity. Pray to God for confirmation. And I can promise you, it will come.
Let me soak that in. Beautiful. Huh? Can I just clap? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. That is so true. That is so true. Everything you've said. And I'm just imagining things as you talk. But anyway, I shall move on. Otherwise, today we will move.
I know, right?
When you said the whole thing about the stomach, I was like, should I dog the rest of the questions and let's focus on that? That's too much, no. But you know what? I want people to reach out to you so that you help them. And I know at the end, you're going to give us your contact details. So yeah, ladies, if you're like me, I mean, sometimes, I think just yesterday, I was looking at my stomach and I was like, God, every other part of my body is okay. Stomach.
So much. Every mountain will become a level ground soon.
So yes, we have to see you and then tap into the secret so that we all, it would be nice to look at this, my booty. Anyway, let me stay focused. So now you've shared about your impact as well. That's fantastic. And I want to ask about, in our community, the Fabulous Woman community, we have a lot of women leaders, busy. Some of them are women in business. They are all so busy, and yet they are trying to stay healthy. I talk to a lot of women. A lot of times, it's not like they don't want to, but they feel like they have so many priorities. They can't even find time for something as important as taking care of their health. Is there a trip like, okay, everybody is going to come see you, yes. But is there a trick or a tip that you can share with us just to help us to stay consistent when it comes to our health?
Sure. Okay, so before I share that, I just want to let everyone know that, look, we've reached a point where keeping healthy, staying healthy, doing all the right things that your body needs, is non-negotiable. Like I've seen too many young people who are on medications because of blood pressure. Yesterday, I was in a meeting in one of the banks, and one of the ladies that approached me, she said to me, "Oh, TNU, I've seen you. I must come and see you because I've been put on blood pressure medications and I'm really struggling." And the MD for the company also said to me after the meeting, Sena, I've been put on blood pressure medication. And last month, 3 young mothers, one of them had a cardiac arrest, the other had a stroke, the other died in her sleep. Blood pressure. Blood pressure is one of the leading causes of death in Ghana. The struggle is real. I'm not here pointing fingers because as a business leader, sometimes it gets hard. Like you're thinking about the numbers, you're thinking about, staff, you're making sure the culture is right, you're doing the right things. Look, if you're not careful, you can just forget about your health. But I've seen too many leaders. It's like as we are thriving in our businesses, you get to a point where now you have to spend money taking care of your health because you didn't take care of it early enough. So this one is an appeal because it's one of the things that I'm so passionate about. It breaks my heart when a young person dies from a preventable disease. And this is real. So please, women, I beg us. I know we have to juggle between family, home, partner, the children, oh dear, the business and everything. But let's not put our health and wellness as the last thing. When we are done with everything, then we attend to that one. Because look, if you don't have your health, you don't even have the strength to even attend to all the other things that are important to you. Okay, so I'm going to share the tips. And we call it the TNYOU seeds, the new you seeds. Okay, because we believe that life is all about sowing and reaping. So whatever things we are sowing now, we are going to reap it in the future. And for a lot of people, the reason why they don't want to invest in their health is, like we are in a place where like instant gratification, like everybody wants the result now.
Yeah.
I will take smoothie, take salad, exercise, do tummy crunches. The next day, okay, is the 6 packs in? It's not in. Okay, forget the thing, But you need to see it as it's like when a farmer plants a seed. The next day, it doesn't sprout the next day. It takes time. Okay, so let's invest in our health. So the first thing, the new you see is the first in the stress management. That's the first thing. If you're listening to us, you need to manage your stress. And a lot of people are not managing their stress well. People are eating healthy. Some people are eating healthy, exercising regularly, but stress management, zero. And stress alone, poor stress management can actually increase the cortisol level in your body. And it's a hormone that can destroy. It's a hormone that can actually be linked to cardiovascular diseases. Okay. And if you're a business owner with introduction of ELV and all that. Look, that can introduce everybody, into the stress in it. It's pervasive, but we need to find a way, find a coping mechanism. Being part of a community, fabulous women community. I mean, you get inspired from other women. Being part of the TNU community, you see the effort of other women. It just has a way of just reorienting your mind to know that, hey, you can also do it. So stress management, the first thing. The next thing is eating healthy. Eating healthy. You are what you eat. Eat food is fuel to our body. A lot of us, food has become companion. When we are bored, we're sad, we're depressed. Where is food? Food is not our boyfriend. It's not our husband. It's not our kiddo. Food is fuel. Okay, so if we start seeing it like that, it helps us to think about whatever thing we put in our body. Is this fuel? Is this boyfriend? Is this company? You know what? Think about what that thing is going into your body. I mean, what is the purpose of it? Is it because you're bored or you're really hungry? And then exercising regularly. So stress management, eating healthy, exercising regularly. And it doesn't have to be like a perfect time in the gym. You don't have to go to the gym to be able to exercise. You just have to move. This body is designed to move. It's like when you have a vehicle, you pack it for months. You don't pack the vehicle. You'll be shocked. You get then the engine is gone. That's how the body is. This body is a vehicle taking us through this experience called life, moving us from point A to point B. So if you don't move the body, it will get to a point. A young mom that I met recently, she said to me, oh, I went to see the doctor. The doctor said, I have arthritis. I'm developing arthritis, early stages. I was like, oh, come on. You don't have to wait. You develop it when you're not moving. A lot of us are becoming sedentary. We're still behind the PC, we're on the phone and all that. Please, movement. And then the next thing is drinking adequate water. Drinking adequate water. Drinking adequate water. Water is life. Minimum 2 liters. Minimum 2 liters. Our climate is very, very hot. So minimum 2 liters, okay? Because water can help your body to get rid of a lot of toxins. And the last thing is sleeping adequately. Sleeping adequately. And for this one, I know a lot of entrepreneurs, we are very guilty, including myself. we see sleeping as a luxury. Like I used to feel bad. I must say, I used to feel bad when I sleep for long. I'm like, hey, am I becoming a lazy wife and all that? Please, if you sleep adequately, you're not a lazy person, because look, when you sleep well, you realize that like your creativity is at its peak. Okay. And sleeping is actually part of the ways your body uses to heal itself. Okay. So just to summarize the TNU seeds, the stress management, eating healthy, exercising regularly, drinking adequate water, and sleeping adequately. These things, it's easier for some people. I mean, they are very, very disciplined and they're able to do it. But if you struggle, it's okay. It's not everyone that is born with, like a high level of self-discipline. Find a community, and the TNU community is a beautiful community of other busy women who are juggling their roles. They're struggling, but we are all on it because we know we need this. We know we need this. So, hey, get support, get accountability from the TNU community. And I believe that you'll be very, very excited about the transformation, not just the physical transformation, but the mental transformation that comes. Yeah.
It's true. When someone finally discovers how to be healthy and becomes consistent with it, it changes everything. They even start a new business, move to a new business. It becomes like the beginning of your life suddenly.
Exactly. So our motto in TNU is limitless. That's our motto. It's limitless. You see, we have quite a number of our queens, and this is sad to say, who are actually cancer patients. And if you see a cancer patient who is still exercising, who is still, so accountable on the page, girl, no matter who you are, you say, hey, I can also do it. You see a 70 years plus woman, a grandma who is exercising. As we speak, one of the, so we have this challenge called the plank challenge. And the person was able to plank the longest was that 68 years old woman that we have in.
Believe that.
You see, it's positivity is very contagious. When you're in an environment where you see everyone is trying. I missed our busy schedule. I missed the challenges, the marriage challenges, the financial challenges, and all the other curveballs that life throws our way. That positivity, being in that environment, right environment, can really help you to achieve your dreams as well. Yeah,
that's so beautiful. Gosh, you should, you're a minister. You are just preach. If you don't stop me, I'll make you preach, sir. So let me just quickly wrap up. First of all, let me say thank you. Thank you for ministering to me and whoever is going to be listening to it, I know that there's a message in there for people. So thank you. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I will start, or it's a sentence. I'll start the sentence and you have to finish it with a short phrase or sentence. So the first one is, if I could advise my younger self in one short sentence, I would say...
It's okay. It's okay to fail because, I used to be afraid. I used to think that I have to live this perfect life. I have to make all the right choices. You see, at every point in time, whatever, just do the best that you can. Just do the best. If you fail, it's okay. At least you learned from the experience, So, hey, it's okay to fail. Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you. Secondly, I am fabulous because
I'm Sena Yeboah. For a very long time, growing up when I didn't know who I was trying to be like other people, trying to talk like other people. I was trying to act like other people. I was like, why are my lips not thin? Why are my hips not wider? Why is my bum? I used to do a lot of comparison, and I didn't have confidence in myself because I wish I was like somebody else. But when I got to know that I can never be anyone else, but I can be Sena Yeboah. When I got that revelation, that was it. I decided to just, spent all my time to invest in Sena Yeboah so that I can, bring out the best version of me. So yes, I'm fabulous because I'm Sena Yeboah.
Fabulous. And one book that has greatly helped me in business is?
This is Marketing by Seth Godin. I think you've read that book, but I recommend it.
I love Seth. He's like grandpapa to me.
I recommend it for every entrepreneur who is listening to this. And let me quickly share this because I believe that would inspire someone. So when I started TNYOU, when I compared the followings of other, businesses around, I used to think, they have this 10,000 followers, 20,000, 30,000. I saw, our single numbers and everything. I was like, that bang, So I wasn't very excited about what God gave me because I thought, I wish it was bigger. I read This is Marketing. And Seth made me understand that it's not about the big number. It's just about having that small community, pouring out your everything onto them and let them speak. Let them be the mouthpiece of the brand. That was what I did. I decided to pour out my soul, my spirit, my everything onto the small community I had at then. And they became the disciples of TNYOU. And I can tell you for a fact, Amma, over 95% of all signups every single month is from referrals of our existing clients.
Yeah,
they became the mouthpiece, So I recommend it for everyone. You can build an amazing community, people that love you. And let me just take the opportunity to say thank you to my TNYOU queens. Our clients are called our queens because they are just so phenomenal. When I see the support they give each other, there are people who are not in Ghana who are paying the school fees of other members, other queens, because, they've heard, this person couldn't go to university because of financial. Say, it's okay, I'll support you. There are people who are supporting others in their businesses. I recently had someone who called me and said, I thought of this person who is starting a business. I want to support her with a seed. Send me her Momo number. When I see the support they give each other, the love, it's just incredible. So yes, this is Marketing. It can help you to build an amazing community of customers, no matter how small they are, who love you, who will stand by you no matter what.
Fabulous. And as you are describing that, I'm thinking of Seth Godin's other book, Tribe, I believe. So he says big on this, community and support and all that. Thank you. So what exciting stuff is happening in TNYOU?
As for TNYOU, our queens say that TNYOU is the only place where you experience transformation without feeling it. It's like you're having fun whilst at it. So, at every point in time, there's always something exciting. This week we are doing a dancing competition. Yeah. I know I'm definitely going to lose because, dancing is one of my callings in life. I've accepted it. But we're going to be 7 years. TNYOU will be 7 years in July, God willing. And we are excited. We are having a party. Thank you so much. To God be all the glory. We couldn't have come this far without God. So we're very grateful to him for that. And of course, let me also add that I want to say a very big thank you to the TNYOU team members. God has just blessed me with the most incredible, team. Sometimes people say, Sena, I can't believe your coaches like they behave like TNU is for them. And indeed, TNU is for all of us. Yes. You know, it's like no one misses me. Like I haven't coached in so many years, but no one misses me because my team members, both the admin, the general manager, and the coaches are doing so incredible. So we have a mountain climbing fun event, Mountain Afajato, which is going to be in July, God willing. And then we also have, as part of our corporate social responsibility, we want to do free health screening for blood pressure, for diabetes, for BMI. Blood pressure is one of the things that is taking away too many young lives. So we're excited about it. The day to be announced in July. So please, you can follow us and then, get updated on it. And then every single week, there's a fun transformation going on. So if you're a woman listening and you are very busy, but you know, you're not living a healthy lifestyle. You know, you are not happy with the way you look and feel, then join our community. We have an exciting transformation challenge running this month. You can be a part of it and you can unveil the best version of yourself through it.
That sounds exciting. Thank you. I'm just picturing you guys on the Afaja. So how do we find you? How do people find you so they can join your community? As for them, I know they are probably sulking right now. Doing it only for the women.
I know. just sign up your wife already. You know, because see, I've had countless of husbands who call me and say, Sena, thank you. Because now dear, start be hey. And some of them even say that if they have an unplanned baby, it's because of TNU.
Your fault.
There are some of them who actually name their unplanned babies TNU baby. Oh yes. Because TNU will rock every aspect of your life, from your sexual life to your financial life, every aspect of your life touched, because it's about mindset. Yeah. As a man thinks, once your mindset is changed, every aspect of your life changes. So you can reach out to us. You can call us on 020-8174-178, 020-8174-178, or you can contact us on our website, TNYOU Fitness, TNYOU or Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn at TNYOU Fitness. So TNYOU Fitness, one word.
Fabulous. And it's not only for people in Ghana or even in Africa.
No. So we actually have about women from about 10 different countries. Some of our coaches are not residents in Ghana. Some of them are residents in the US, in Dubai, in Egypt, in Ghana, in different parts of the world, actually. So no matter where you are, TNU is 100% virtual, actually. So no matter where you are, you can be a part of it. Yeah.
That's great. Wow. Let me clap for you. Well done for the amazing job. This is just beautiful. And you're a Ghanaian like me.
Ghanaians rock. We rock.
We rock. Absolutely. Nanado should be proud of his children.
I know.
Because we are just, we Ghanaians are awesome. Is there any Nigerian listening? Just checking. Anyway, Sena, I just want to say thank you for this. Thank you for this inspiration. Thank you for your words and the vim with which you speak. I know that, of course, it's not always this energized. Sometimes I bet being a businesswoman, sometimes you're like, oh my God. But maybe another time we'll have a conversation.
We can start, exactly, of course. The sleepless night, crying ourselves to sleep. Which we want to.
But you know that I have a lot of respect for women who are still in business, because look, my goodness, it is no joke. And
at all.
My heart to you. Yeah. So well done. Keep doing the amazing work you're doing. Keep impacting, keep employing more, keep helping more women and girls. And God will also continue to just keep blessing and blessing you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. It's surreal to be with you. I admire you so much. And it's such an honor to be with you today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Now my bald head is all swelling. Well, what did I tell you at the beginning of this episode? My goodness, was that fire or what? Sena is amazing. Ghana has such amazing women. It's so beautiful. God has such amazing children. We are all here. Ladies, there is no way you can tell me that you are feeling alone when we are surrounded by such an amazing, what does the Bible say? Cloud of witnesses. Listen, I don't even know why I'm talking about who we are being surrounded by, but I just thought I should say this because I'm picturing someone listening to this and feeling, oh, I don't have friends. It's just me. I've moved to a new city. Nobody knows me, blah, blah, blah. Look, there are a lot of amazing communities like TNYOU that you can be part of. Not just even for the health part, but just to belong, to feel like you belong to a community of wonderful, wunderbar people. So, are you checking TNYOU out or not? You are definitely checking it out. And this is a Ghanaian business. Ladies, we want to see Ghanaian businesses rise above our cities, above our country, Africa, make huge strides in the world. Because you know what? When we prosper, we are not just keeping them in our pockets. Even think about it. The 5 CDs or $5 that you have right now, you're sharing it with others. How much more when we become bigger? Yeah, you heard Sena's story, right? So I want to encourage you to support this Ghanaian business by sharing this episode with others. Of course, by sharing, you're also supporting the Fabulous Woman Network as well. So that's double blessings for you. And then supporting the person that you shared it with because they are going to discover something amazing that will be of value to them. If this has blessed you in any way, apart from the fact that you're sharing and I'm saying thank you for sharing, also please put it in the comment. What is your biggest takeaway from this? For me, it is the fact that, you know what? I serve a prodigal father. He is such a show-off. And when in his own time, he will show me off. He will show you off. He is showing us off. Let's not give up. Let's do what we got to do for his kingdom. Let's create wealth and impact people. And don't forget, subscribe. Ta, toodles. Bye.